Yes, respected friends, no reluctance, no hesitation, no need to have any doubt, no need to have second opinion. What we are doing, studying the Upanishads, is undoubtedly the best thing we are doing. May this conviction become stronger only day by day. The pramana, the authority for it is our own gurus, our own Guru Parampara, our own great rishis and munis of your even now too. In fact, those who study Upanishads do the sadhana, evolve. They are the ones who are doing best to themselves and also to the whole world. Because as they are doing sadhana, cannot be done without any inner purity, cannot be done without sacrificing or offering one's upadhis for the total. Therefore, oneself also is evolving and one is genuinely contributing to the world if one is really involved in this adhyatmikata, especially through the Upanishadic Adhyana. And why Upanishad? Why what? We are born in this glorious Sanatana Dharma in Bharata Mata, such wonderful literature ready made available for us. Then why look here and there? And those children whose parents themselves are very poor, then they have to go to ask for food here and there. Someone whose parents are so rich, ready to provide with anything even unasked, they don't need to beg here and there. So we, the Sanatan Dharmins, have our mother Shruti Mata, so rich with all the knowledge, our Upanishads, Shastras. Then no need to look here and there at all. In fact, even if you look here and there and get some information, all of that is taken from here only based on this only. So no second thought, no second opinion, congratulating ourselves, be on the path. Here we are to do our seven sadhanas, Shanti mantras, Guru Parampara mantras, Sankalpa for our own sadhana, for universal spiritual evolution, and the cause of both of them, the Sanatana Dharma, Samrakshana, Avivruddhi. Then we do our Upanishad Parayanam, we study our Upanishad. Then we will see a beautiful three mantra wala Rigveda chanting, Rigveda Suktam, then Gayatri mantra, Maharshika Gayatri mantras. We have started yesterday, they will be there for 2 weeks. Then our very small common sense thought. May our day beginning this way be full of fulfillment by reveling in this spiritual thought all through the day while conducting our selves outside as per requirement. Friends, in the Upanishad, it is Chandogya, first chapter, second Khanda. Here we have understood what is Devaha, what is Asuraha, what is Yatra, what is Sanyetire. Then we have to study now Ubhete Prajapatyaha. From that portion of the first mantra with the Bhashya, we have to grasp. This being very subjective and very important thing and the basis of this particular khanda and the entire Upanishad and all spirituality as much clearly as possible with full patience, perseverance, we can try to understand. So, welcome you all. Let us start with these few initial remarks only to bring our attention from wherever it was to this purpose. Om, Om, भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्यासम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ॐ यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्व वेदान्ताः सच्चास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। ॐ शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ॐ निधये सर्वविद्यानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलं स्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे। ॐ व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। ॐ सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ सुकृतेऽधिकृते बहुधा भवतो भविता समदर्शनलालसथा अतिदीनमिमं परिपालय मां भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्। ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि। परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। छान्दोग्योपनिषदः आचार्येभ्यो नमः। So Shanti Guru Para mantras minimum we chanted. In fact, with full devotion when we do them, sufficient for invoking the Rishi grace, Guru Parampara grace, and our spiritual journey becomes so beautiful. Sankalpah tesham sarvesham kripanugraheण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहाससन्तवाङ्मयोक्त साध्यसाधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ते विश्वाध्यात्मिकप्रगत्यर्थं धर्मसंस्थापकानां नित्यनिरन्तर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराममन्दिरवत् शिवकृष्णादिमन्दिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरन्तरशास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रुविघ्न शाश्वतसमूलनिर्मूलनपूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च हैन्दवसंस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्षपुरुषार्थानां सुसम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयाः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेकशास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नमध्ये सामवेदान्तर्गत छान्दोग्योपनिषदः श्री आद्यशङ्कर भाष्य समित अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. Sankalpa is done. Now our third sadhana, Shraddha Yukta Upanishad Parayana. Om अथ सामवेदान्तर्गत छान्दोग्योपनिषद ओम सच्चिदानंद सांद्राय सर्वातीताय साक्षिणे नमः श्री देशिकेन्द्राय शिवाय शिवगाप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणः चक्षुः श्रोत्रम् अथो बलम् इन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्म उपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरते ये उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तो Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Atha Prathamodhyayah Dvitiyah Khandah. 4 minutes. Revel in the chanting. Om Devasuraha Vayatra Sanyetire Uvaye Prajapatyaha Tadha Devaha Udgitamajahruho Anena Etan Avivavishyama Tehana Sikyam Pranam Udgitam Upasan Chakrire Tagamha Asuraha Papmana Vividho Tasma Tena Vayam Jighrati Suravicha Durgandicha पाप्मना हि एषः विद्धः अतः वाचमुद्गीतमुपासाञ्चक्रिरे तागम्ह असुराः पाप्मना विविदुः तस्मात् तया उभयं वदति सत्यं चानृतं च पाप्मना हि एषा विद्धा अतः चक्षुरुद्गीतमुपासाञ्चक्रिरे तद्धासुराः पाप्मना विविदुः तस्मात् तेन उभयं पश्यति दर्शनीयं च अदर्शनीयं च पाप्मना हि एतत् विद्धम् अतः श्रोत्रमुद्गीतमुपासाञ्चक्रिरे तद्धासुराः पाप्मना विविदुः तस्मात् तेन उभयगं शृणोति श्रवणीयं च श्रवणीयं च पाप्मना हि एतत् विद्धम् अतः मन उद्गीतमुपासाञ्चक्रिरे तद्धासुराः पाप्मना विविदुः तस्मात् तेन उभयगं सङ्कल्पयते सङ्कल्पनीयं च असङ्कल्पनीयं च पाप्मना हि एतत् विद्धम् अतः य एव अयं मुख्यः प्राणः तदुद्गीतमुपासाञ्चक्रिरे तगम्ह आसुरा ऋत्वा विद्वगंसुः यथा अश्मानमाकणं ऋत्वा विद्वगंसेत एवं यथा अश्मान एवगं स विद्वगंसते य एवं विधि पापं कामयते यश्च एनमभिधासति स एषः अश्माकणः नैवैतेन सुरभि न दुर्गन्धि विजानाति अपहतपात्मा हि एषः तेन यदश्नाति यत् पिबति तेन इतरान् प्राणानवति एतम एव अन्ततः वित्वा उत्क्रामति व्याददाति एव अन्ततः इति तगम्ह अंगिराः उद्गीतमुपासाञ्चक्रे एतमु एव आङ्गिरसं मन्यते अङ्गानां यद्रसः तेन तगम्ह बृहस्पतिरुद्गीतमुपासाञ्चक्रे एतम् एव बृहस्पतिं मन्यन्ते वाग्हि बृहति तस्याः एषः पतिः तेन तगम्ह अयास्यः उद्गीतमुपासाञ्चक्रे एतम् एव अयास्यं मन्यन्ते आस्यात् यत् अयते तेन तगम्ह भगोदाल्भ्यो विदाञ्चकार सह नैमिषीयानाम् उद्गाता बभूव सह स्म येभ्यः कामान् आगायति आगाताः वै कामानां भवति य एतदेवं विद्वान् अक्षरमुद्गीतमुपास्ते इति अध्यात्मम्. Chanting is done. Enjoyed? I am to enjoy. Now we have seen the Devaha. Who are Devaha? Divyate Dyotanarthasya Shastra Udbhasita Indriya Vruttayaha. All the functions of the all faculties when they are according to the Shastra. Why Shastra? Because Shastra is that which has been given by the Lord who has made this world. So, that Lord from whom the world has come, from that Lord only, how in this world we have to live with the given faculties also is given through the Shastra. Full stop. Why any other questions to entertain? The company which produces the product, that alone gives us how to utilize it. So the product of Upadhi is given to us in this world company by the Lord. So he only mentions to us how they have to be utilized for. They are mentioned to us in the Shastra. Therefore, Shastra Udbhasita Indriya Vrittayah Devaha. Then lot of things can be discussed. I'll cut it short. Those jivas who are keeping on living at their faculties levels, as per the Shastra, they only get evolved even to become devatas, to take care of the other beings later on. Like in any office, company, the one who is following all the company rules, systematically he is working. He himself will be promoted to become a team leader later on to guide others. In which department we don't see this? Everywhere we see. Na? By the way, I am saying the power of following the way of Shastras. So, Shastra Udbhasita Indriya Vruttaya Deva. Who are Asuras then? Obviously, Tad Viparita. So, if they are not, if the faculties are not acting according to the Shastra, then what are they doing? Tad Viparita ke saath. What they are doing is only in their own Vishaya Grahana they are busy. Okay. Sveshu eva Vishwak Vishayasu Pranana Kriyasu Ramanat. So they are only reveling in the Bhogya Vastus corresponding to their own respective Indriyas. So therefore, the Indriya Swami is their Asura, and every Indriya is Asura, where it is Asasuramate. It is reveling in its own respective Vishayas. In other words, the life is not given to us as a human being for this purpose. So, to precisely understand, therefore, living life as per our own whims and fancies of faculties, for our own propitiation by indulging in the Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha Vishayas or Mano Sankalpas, etc., is the Asura Jivana. And extension to अभी मैं कितना बताऊँ एक घंटे on that way of lifestyle, this individual is stronger. This ego is stronger. More stronger is his ego, more he wants to propitiate his own wants, desires because of this attitude. More he becomes obstruction for the total universal evolution or joy or performance or presence, whatever you call. That's how he is Asura. Like the entire traffic moving in such a beautiful rhythm and direction, following all the rules. One of that fellow who just breaks the rules and goes with his own speed in all his funny directions, is he not going to become an obstruction for all of them by creating traffic jam, etc.? He is Asura. Keep in mind. Mature, be mature by understanding this that should we be an Asura in this world or should we be a Deva? See the beautiful way Devasura Sangrama outside, depicted inside. Are we able to grasp? Saying to ourselves, no more Asura from this moment, only Deva. If that happens, then our study of Upanishad is becoming fruitful. यहाँ तक हमने देखा. Then Hava iti. And next one is what? Why these asuras are busy in their own prana kriyas? Because swabhavikyah tama atmika. Indriya pravruttaya. Swabhavikyah tama atmika is by nature that individual and his indriyas are in tamoguna, in ignorance, that they don't want to even analyze as to why these faculties are given, what is the best way of using them. And the Indriya Swami also. What is my goal to be achieved through these Indriyas? About this, he is Tamoguni. He has no knowledge at all. Again, be careful also here. The Asura is Ajnani Tamoguni. Therefore, he thinks he and his faculties are only for Vishaya Bhoga. The Devatas are those who have studied Shastra, so they know their life and their life through the faculties is as told by the Shastra. Shastra tells only two things. One is outer dharma, two is inner paramadharma. See the picture's clarity if you are patiently listening. What next we have to do? Become strong in this knowledge and abide in it. As simple as that is the life, if we really have that patience to understand and perseverance and consistency to live according to the understanding. है ना? And why the hell we have to go the other way? Which is definitely going to lead for us for our own destruction. Therefore, these things when others tell, कि तुम ऐसा क्यों जी रहे हो जिससे खुद को तबाह कर रहे हो? This ego, the Rakshasa, doesn't listen. So therefore, one has to think for oneself. Therefore, the highest of the education vidya is turning one's attention to oneself and make him do reflection, introspection, contemplation. Then let him understand his presence is an asset to himself and the world or liability. This is the Atma Vidya. इसको आत्म विद्या कहते हैं, इसको अध्यात्म विद्या कहते हैं. Once it clicks to us somehow by our effort and God's grace that my presence should be an asset to me and the world and not liability, everything starts falling in right place. Just like when I don't think this way and think that the whole world is for me and I have to indulge, I have to enjoy, I have to acquire, I have to procure at the cost of anything in the world, then everything becomes chaotic. Ha ha ha. So let us not be the asura. Okay. Then yatra means yasmin nimitte itare vishayapaharana lakshane sanyetire. So both of them were in yuddha yatra because of the reason of each one wanting to do the apaharana of itare vishaya. So devatas want to do the apaharana of the rakshasas vishaya. The rakshasas want to do the apaharana of the devatas vishaya. And what is devatas vishaya? Shastra udbhasita jnanam. The asuras want to loot it away. Doesn't want to allow the devatas to live according to Shastra. And what do the devatas do? They want to loot away the vishaya of the asuras. And asuras vishayas are two. One is swabhavikatamo guna. Second is sveshu vishayeshu. The indriyas wanting to indulge in their own respective vishayas, vishwak vishayas. The devatas want to loot away their vishaya. Ponder over it, contemplate over it. Whether somebody studies Upanishad or not, educated or not, whatever it may be, in every, let us take the example only of human beings, in every of the human being, that subtle yuddha is going on. Isn't it? Even a person is in a tribal area, he has not come to the city to study all of that, nor he has got a guru to teach Brahma Vidya and all. Yet, how much ever negatively he lives even the life of looting others, killing others, yet within himself there goes on the Devasura Sangrama. He may not value the Devata's presence there. He may totally live the life of Asura, but the Devata is always there in him. And even the tribal has his own parents, children. So while living with them, there is inside the Deva Asura always are there. So whoever may be the human beings, wherever they are, inside Devasura Sangrama is going on. Each one trying to defeat the other. Okay. Now, the definition of the Devasura Sangrama, the explanation given by Bhagavan Adi Shankara is so full, so complete, so important that till it is fully digested, as many times as required, we can study that. Once more, we see what exactly is the meaning of inner Devasura Sangrama, which we just explained 2 minutes back, again with Bhashyam. It says, Shastriya Prakasha Vritti. Shastriya Prakasha Vritti. Shastriya means scriptures. Prakasha means knowledge. Vritti means behavior. So, behaving according to the knowledge of Shastra. Whose work is this? Devatas. What the Asuras do? Try to do the Abhibhavana of this. Abhibhavanaya Pravruttaha. To overpower that Shastriya Prakasha Vritti is the endeavor of the Asuras. Pravruttaha. कौन है असुर लोग? स्वाभाविक तमो रूपा इंद्रिय वृत्तय असुरा. So Swabhaviki, ignorant, but continuously performing under the influence of ignorance, they are called Asuraha. They are so rigid, they are so fanatic type that हम सोचना चाहते नहीं, समझना नहीं चाहते, बस हमको लगा है ऐसा जिन्हें हम जिएंगे. But this is not said by Shastra, this again is Shastra, who cares? सो शास्त्रीय प्रकाश वृत्ति को अभिभवन करते हुए रहने का जो कोशिश होता है, दैट इज कॉल्ड असुरा, बिकॉज स्वाभाविक तमोरूपा, एग्जैक्टली ऑपोजिट ऑफ इट. तथा तद विपरीता, opposite of it. Who are they? Devatas. They also try to overpower the asuras. Tad viparitaha shastrartha vishaya viveka jyotiratmanaha. What a powerful word, you know. If you ask me, Swamiji, मुझे क्या बनना है, मैं ये कहता हूँ आपको कि शास्त्रार्थ विषय विवेक ज्योतिरात्मा बनो आप. इट्स ए नॉमिनेटिव केस, सिंगुलर, आई एम. So Atmanaha means individuals. Jyotiratmanaha means individuals who have the Jyoti, the Prakasha. And what Prakasha is? Viveka Jyoti. The knowledge born out of Viveka. And Viveka कहाँ से आया उनको knowledge के लिए? Shastra, Shastrartha Vishaya. Scriptures. And in the scriptures, whatever the sentences, words are said, in them the meaning. And that is always there in them to discriminate Viveka. And from that the Jyoti, the light came to them as to what to do, what not to do. So let us say this word 6 times. Shastrartha Vishaya Viveka Jyotiratmanaha. This is one word. Like the cow is 4-legged. It's a Dvigu Samasa. And the bird is 2-legged. So too the Asur Devatas are those who are Shastrartha Vishaya Viveka Jyotiratmanaha. Shastrartha Vishaya Viveka Jyotiratmanaha. Shastrartha Vishaya Viveka Jyotiratmanaha. Shastrartha Vishaya Viveka Jyoti Atmanaha. Shastrartha Vishaya Viveka Jyotiratmanaha. Shastrartha Vishaya Viveka Jyotiratmanaha. So therefore here, cutting short all the lengthy explanation, he is not doing even an iota of action, vocally, mentally, or intellectually, or physically, without referring to the Shastra. Shastrartha Vishaya Viveka Jyoti is the one according to which he is acting. And that Shastrartha Vishaya Viveka Jyoti has become so much one with him. That's why it is called as Atmanaha. You know, in this world, people have different professions. They take that profession to the heart so much that profession and he, they are not two. You know, people say also, even the wife complains and kar karke thak kar wo accept karte. Ki to my husband, I am the second wife. What do you mean by it? No, for him, the first wife is his profession. He's a doctor. So to him, that doctory profession has become Atma only. You understand that? There are people in this world take their professions as so important. One, उनको वो profession आत्मा बन गया. Even the doctor not only what do you say, gives importance to medicine. You know, instead of wife, but he gives importance to that medical profession, even at his own personal comfort cost. अब देखो, they are there. They won't say कि हम रात को है, सो गए हम. Anytime the call comes, they go. And they ask also कि मुझे इमरजेंसी में डालो, इमरजेंसी डिपार्टमेंट. इन इमरजेंसी में कभी कभी 12 घंटे, 24 घंटे, 48 घंटे, विदाउट स्लीप यू हैव टू वर्क. And sometime during seasons or any happening, continuously the cases come. Sometimes the cases are so critical, and yet he never gets tired. He never gets, he does. The other fellows की इतना थके हुए, मुझे कोई सरकारी अस्पताल में गांव में डालो, मेरे को नहीं करना है काम. For them, their medical knowledge and medical profession has not become Atman. Take example of Vyasa Bhagavan, Adi Shankar Bhagavan, Puja Gurudev. For them, their work of, through the Shastra Prachara, serving spiritual cause, serving the jivas for their evolution, has become Atma to them. First work, is it not? Think about Puja Gurudev's entire life. 18 hours per day working for 42 years. Imagine, minimum 18 hours. And variety of works you see, the places visited, the people met, the activities that are done, because that has become Atma to them. Like that, politicians, you can say. Some of them lazy, do nothing. Others are there, pillar to post, they are traveling. आज इस जिले में है, अगले वो जिले में होंगे, परसों वो राज्य में, the other day they are in different country. What is happening, re Baba? So they don't exist. For them, their profession is themselves. I'm trying to explain the feeling behind this sacred word. Shastra, Shastrartha, Shastrartha Vishaya, Shastrartha Vishaya Viveka, Shastrartha Vishaya Viveka Jyotihi, Shastrartha Vishaya Viveka Jyotiratmana. These are the sacred words. When we miss, we miss the essence. Here, the point that Shankara Bhagavan says is, therefore, not even one action we should do without referring to the Shastras and contradictory to the Shastra. Then you are fully saved by your own selves because you are following that direction, that guidance, which is meant only to put you on right path, only to give you success. And it is everywhere there. As we give continue example, the drivers. There are some drivers, बच्चे youngsters अभी join. They rough and tough खब्बे से ले जाएंगे, सज्जे से ले आएंगे, overtake करेंगे. They are good सयाने, mature drivers of 20 years. You tell him कि थोड़ा wrong direction से overtake करो, जल्दी जाना है. He says, महाराज 1-2 मिनट का ही फर्क पड़ता है. Follow करेंगे ये discipline जो traffic. He is so matured. He has got lot of experiences. वो भी youngster था तो इधर उधर भटक गए, पकड़ भी लिए होंगे पुलिस वाले, चालान भी डाला होगा. Whatever the reasons, but now he says, I will follow traffic rule. He is going almost to the Lalbati. Green say, oh, orange aa raha hai, after which red will come. There are 3-4 seconds. He can speed up and then cross to save his 2 minutes. He says, no. When the orange came, I will stop. Like that in this world, you see, many people, they are the ones, the evolving brand. They are the ones who are going to guide the world tomorrow, become an example to serve. We have never studied Shastra only, so the reference point itself is missed. Then who are our guides like Asura? We only listen to our own faculties, our whims and fancies, or equally ignorant people around us. In every of the activity we are living like that, nay, whole life we are living misguided. No, that's the meaning of Ande Naivani Yamana Yatanda. Now, I do not want to quote all those things. What 24 hours we are doing in our life is like an Asura, either by our own choice or by referring to others who are equal Asuras like us, who are Asura, who never study Shastra. Very simple. We are not arguing with others or fighting with others in trying to establish it. We are convincing for ours, we are trying for our own conviction so that right now onwards we live a safe life. The highest safety. Don't listen to your ego. Don't listen to your mind. Don't listen to senses. Don't listen to anybody around. Listen only to the Shastra. Then the safest is that way life. There is no other way. So I love this sentence again and again. Shastrartha Vishaya Krishna Vasudeva Vishaya Viveka Jyotiratmana Devaha. So what they continuously try to do, explain kiya na, Swabhavika Tamo Rupa Asura Abhibhavanaya. Those asuras, asura pravrittis, the indriyas and the inner faculties which are habituated to live according to like the asuras. out of their tamo guna. Swabhavika tamo rupa asura. So the asuras are those who are by nature ignorant and they don't want to study Shastra and gain knowledge. To do the abhibhavana of them, to overpower them, to defeat them, is the struggle done by the devatas always. Okay, abhibhavanaya pravruttaha iti in this way, anyonya abhibhava udbhava rupaha sangramaha. So continuously, this trying to overpower that trying to overpower him. These are the sangrama iva, like a ferocious, terrible war. Sarva pranishu in all the beings. Prati deham, any number of shariras when he gets this deva asura sangrama, the fighting between devatas and asuras, anadikala pravruttaha, from the time immemorial it started and it's going on. Iti abhiprayaha. That's what Shruti Mata says. So therefore, like we, every jiva is struggling within him in the war between the Deva and Asura. Continuously, एक दूसरे को हराने की कोशिश में. Like in the outer grosser world also, the two countries in war with each other. Sometimes it can be the what war, that's a war of really destroying each other through the weaponry. Many a times it's an economical war, it's a scientific war, it is war of trying to establish the supremacy in this way or that way. It's going on outside world. There's some countries like Australia, USSR, China, their war with the other world is whenever the Olympics come or Asian Games, they want to get maximum medals. तो ये हो गया ओलंपिक्स और एशियन गेम्स और कॉमनवेल्थ. Immediately they start the next generation of trainings to the youngsters so that हमारा पतक तालिका में पाली सबसे ऊपर होना चाहिए. In this there is no negative thing, but there is a war within them. Another one in other aspect, है ना? There is continuously trying to overpower the other one going on, like the bike racing, two youngsters. ये उसको पीछे करना चाहता, वो इसको कोशिश कर ही जा रहे. So in us also this continuous struggle. And in the Shastra, ये तो आदि शंकर भगवान 1600-1700 years back when he gave the Bhautikavada is not so much like today. Those days the tradition is everybody should go to study Shastra, that's all. There, regarding the Shastra Jnana, there is no doubt. But somebody follows it or not, that was the thing. Today, there is no Shastra Jnana only basically. Therefore, no scope at all for us to become Devata. We are by default Asura only. Because our trainings are Ashastriya. We are not trained in Shastra at all. Then आप ज़्यादा आप बाकी सोच लेना. So the Sangrama is explained here between the Devatas, the Asuras. Shastrartha Vishaya Viveka Jyotiratmana Devaha. So they try to overpower. Okay. Saha iha Shruti Akhyayika Rupena. So here the Shruti Mata is telling this in the form of an Akhyayika story. Okay. Just a second. Important. 2 minutes give me. So in this Samodhyaya, in this second Khanda, why Shruti Mata has brought this Akhyayika of Devasura and Devasura Sangrama for two main reasons. Never miss these two. Reason one, we exhaustively discussed yesterday. One, Dharma sa iha Shruti Akhyayika Rupena. This Dharma, what do you call? Devasura Sangram Rupena. This Akhyayika, why she is telling? One, Dharma Adharma Utpatti Viveka Vijnanaya Kathyate. Two, Prana Vishuddhi Vijnana Vidhi Parataya Kathyate. Listen carefully. Next 3-4 minutes are crucial. First is what? Ki Dharma Adharma Utpatti Viveka Vijnanaya. Today, no, हम्म, धर्म अधर्म उत्पत्ति विवेक विज्ञानाय, है ना? तो धर्म इज what is said by Shastra, exactly doing that. Adharma is doing exactly opposite. Now, when these two are done, the consequences will be their results. They are called as उत्पत्ति. So, धर्म का रिजल्ट के रूप में क्या उत्पत्ति है? क्या becomes उत्पन्न? Of the adharma, what is the result? So, should we have that vijnana or not? And according to that vijnana of what the dharma gives as result, what the adharma gives as result, should we not have our viveka shakti every moment awakened? So here, dharma adharma utpatti vijnana, the knowledge of result of good or bad, good and bad. And that knowledge should be intact in me so much that every moment I am doing that viveka and I am not doing those things which give the bad result. Naturally, what are those which give bad result? The adharma. Here, adharma is asura. So, too, I will every moment do only those things which give me the good result. And what gives good result is only dharma. And this dharma here represented as devatas. So, always remember the change in definition. Devatas are not good, then those who are good, they are devatas. Asuras are not bad. Those who are asura, those who are bad, they are asura. Reverse karo definition, then all through life you will have no doubt. है ना? Like even in the other discussion, Brahmanas are not those who are Shuddha Sattva Guni. Though that's what is defined. Now reverse the definition. Those who are in Shuddha Sattva Guna, they are Brahmana. तो फिर गड़बड़ नहीं रहेगा उसके बाद. जो शुद्ध सत्व ब्राह्मण. In that way, here dharma, adharma, utpatti, viveka, vijnana. The Shruti Mata wants to create in us to protect us. For that sake, this Devasura Sangrama Rupi Akhyayika, not with details as it is given in Purana Itihasas, that this Asura shot this arrow of Agneyastra, then the Devata shot him with the Varunastra to neutralize it, then the Asura shot the Nagastra, then the Devatas shot them the Garudastra to consume it. You know? Then the Asuras have shot the Ushnastra, which create heat and all. Then the Devatas have shot Shitalastra, which brings the AC coolers and to quieten that heat. ये सारा नहीं बता रहे इधर. That you read in Puranas. है ना? Puranas are so detailed for those who have plenty of time, no sense of urgency. तो उनको कम से कम टाइम है, सेंस ऑफ अर्जेंसी, और वो हिंट दे देते हैं बस. That hint you will see in the next few shlokas. So, dharma, adharma, utpatti, viveka, vijnana. Did we understand? Dharma, adharma are our performances at kaya, vacha, manasa. Utpatti is the consequent results because of that. So, dharma's result is always good, adharma's result is always bad. That vijnana should be there with us always, based on which we do the viveka of ye kare ya wo kare. Ye avoid kare ya wo avoid kare. Thus, knowing is our job, which is dharma, which is adharma. Then rejecting adharma and taking of only dharma also is our job. The result is we only are benefited. Be clear in this understanding at the intellectual level without hurry of the ego or the mind or senses, which they say, अरे सब कौन बैठकर सोचेगा, भाड़ में जाए वो सब, चलो let us live the life as we want. है ना? लाइक द यंगस्टर्स. कौन पुलिस वाला पकड़ेगा? जो पकड़ेगा देखते हैं. सो 3-4 देव बाइक में जाते हैं, स्पीड जाते हैं. दे डोंट फॉलो द ट्रैफिक रूल. Isn't it? केयरलेस यार. दे डोंट इवन नो दैट यार एक पल में एक्सीडेंट होता है तो हाथ पैर टूट गया तो पूरा जिंदगी भर अपाहिज रहोगे. एंड ऑल्सो See the amount of dukkha they give to parents. है ना? When a child got the accident, how much lifelong dukkha they'll have if that accident is little serious. This fellow doesn't think about the consequence. That's called asura. एंड अगर टाइम है हमको तो बोल बोल सकते हैं, नहीं ऐसे नहीं कह रहे. एग्जाम्पल में देखा जाए, हाउ मेनी टाइम्स इवन एट द फूड लेवल वी हैव ईटन रॉन्ग फूड बिकॉज ऑफ द असुरा इन अस, out of which we only suffered. In other words, whenever we have suffered, we have acted against the Shastra, therefore we are Asura only. In the world, only Asuras suffer, Devatas don't. That's why yesterday in the Bhakta Lakshanas, Sukhadhama. You know, Bhakta ke Lakshana mein one of them is Sukhadhama. Ramji was telling to Narad Ji, na, you remember that? What a powerful thought it is. Okay, now first one is Dharma, Adharma, Utpatti, Viveka, Vijnana ke liye this Devasura Sangrama Akhyayika is told. It is little subtler. More subtler than this. Main purpose is next one. What is it? Ki Prana Vishuddhi Vijnana Vidhi Parataya. Prana Vishuddhi Vijnana Vidhi Parataya. So we have five Indriyas, we have also Antakarana. We know about them. Apart from that, there is another thing called as Prana, the life force in us. And because of which we are in this body. तो जीव का प्राण है, वो प्राणों के कारण ही वो जीव जीता है. ओके, नो हियर प्राण विशुद्धि विज्ञान विधि परतया. कितना बढ़िया है सेंटेंस है. देखो, फर्स्ट रिकॉग्नाइज द प्रेजेंस ऑफ प्राणस. प्राण कह दो, recognize the presence of prana, first one. Second, recognize this prana is different from the devatas, the asuras, or different from the entire jnanendriya, karmendriya, antakarana. Second point. Third one is very essential. Ki this jnanendriya, karmendriya, antakarana, they can never be always vishuddha. Because the Rakshasas can attack them, topple them down or defeat them, or at least show their influence. Whereas this prana in us, can never be attacked by the asuras. Therefore, prana is always vishuddha. Second word we explained. Prana vishuddhi. Third one is what? Vijnana. विज्ञान का दो अर्थ है. एक, knowledge that the pranas are always vishuddha. Second meaning of vijnana is upasana. Therefore, prana vishuddhi vijnana means the existence of pranas to be separately existing in us from all these faculties, and they are always vishuddha, and we have to do the upasana of this prana as onkara. That is the meaning of prana vishuddhi vijnana. And this doing the prana upasana as the onkara is vidhi. Vidhi means for a spiritual seeker who wants to evolve, for him the prana upasana is a vidhi. Vidhi parataya means for our own evolution. Doing the onkara upasana, taking it to be the prana, is the vidhi the Shastra tells. Like this disease has come. Go to doctor. He knows for this disease, this medicine. So for him, when he prescribes that medicine, what is his advice to the patient? ये दवा ले लो, आपका बीमारी दूर हो जाएगा. That is called as vidhi. In the same way, through this Devasura Sangrama Akhyayika, not only the dharma, adharma, utpatti, viveka vijnana, that is at the little gross level, subtler level, what the Shruti Mata guiding us as the vidhi. The Shruti Mata's guidance to us as a vidhi is what? Prana Vishuddhi Vijnana. Means the purer than the purest is the prana. It is never ashuddhita, ashuddha, never done ashuddha by the asuras. Therefore, if you do the upasana of the prana, then your upasana will be perfect and successful. That topic, when it comes exhaustive, we are going to study it more than 1 or 2 days. So far what we have seen, Devasuraha vai yatra sanyetire. Up to this we have seen so far. What is the yuddha continuously going on? And what is the purpose of this Akhyayika in this Khanda? To teach the students of this Upanishad is Dharma, Dharma, Utpatti, Viveka, Vijnana. And second is what? Prana, uh, Vishuddhi, Vijnana, Vidhi, Parataya. Prana, Vishuddhi, Vijnana, Vidhi, Parataya. Now, lot of things to say. One thing I will say, anything when we do, when we, if it, anything we have to do, is it not wise for us to do those things which give us assuredly better results? लेकिन जब कर ही रहे हो जिससे ज्यादा फायदा होगा वो करो ना. So anyway you are doing the upasana of the Omkara, then when you do the upasana of Omkara at any of the faculties level including mind, that upasana cannot be always successful because the asuras are there to attack. Then how not to get attacked by asuras and do the upasana successfully? Do the upasana of the Omkara, taking it is to be the prana. आगे आएगा वो, ये सब्जेक्ट में शुरू नहीं किए, आगे श्लोक में आएगा. Therefore, prana vishuddhi vijnana parataya, dharma dharma utpatti viveka vijnanaya, the Shruti Mata gives this Akhyayika. So don't get worried about Deva Asura Sangrama. Get concerned about, are we getting the knowledge to convey which this Akhyayika is spoken by Shruti Mata. Okay? Now we come to the next one. In that mantra, Ubhaye Prajapatyaha. Okay? Ataha, thereafter, Ubhaye Api. Both of them, who are they both? Devaha, Asuraha. Both of them are Prajapatehe Apatyani iti Prajapatyaha. They are the Apatya, the Santana, the children of the Prajapati only. Both are children of Prajapati. Outside. In the Adi Daivika, Adi Bhautika Jagat mein, they are the children of Prajapati. So the Brahmadeva, from him, the the rishis have come, Prajapatis have come. From them only the subsequent creation has come. सब पुराणों में इसका डिटेल है. So both of them are the children of Prajapati outside. What is the understanding of both of them are Prajapati's children within ourselves subjectively? Because Shankar Bhagavan is explaining to us this topic subjectively, because this is a topic spoken in the Upanishad. Upanishad's purpose is for subjective analysis. Therefore, subjectively interpreting it is always correct. Therefore, who is the Prajapati in us of whom these two are children? देख लो कि अतः उभये अपि देवासुराः प्रजापतेः अपत्यानि इति प्राजापत्याः. Now, who is Prajapati? Prajapati karma jnana adhikrutah purushaha. In us, that Purusha, that individuality, who has adhikara of karma and jnana. Here adhikara means ability and necessity. So I, the Purusha, have the ability and necessity of jnana prapti, and according to that jnana, I have to do the karma. Therefore, who is the karma jnana adhikruta Purusha? The jiva. So the jiva himself, Prajapati, of whom are these subjective Deva Asura वृत्तिज आर दी संतान है कि नहीं. मेरे ही अंदर हो रहे हैं ना अच्छे थॉट्स एंड बुरे थॉट्स. Therefore, I am the father of them, the jiva. So, jnana karma jnana adhikrita purusha is the Prajapati. That is jiva only. Clear? Then quotation is given to substantiate it. Purusha eva uktham. Are bhaiya, the Purusha himself is a that Uktam, the Samavedam, is Purusha only, point one. Second is what? Purusha eva Uktam, Ayam eva Mahan Prajapati iti. This Purusha himself is Mahan Prajapati. In this way, in another Upanishad, we are told. Another Shruti mein. So taking the reference of the Shruti, this Prajapati is that Jiva only, that is proved. Okay. Tasya hi, of you and I, that Purusha only. Shastriyaha, according to the Shastra. Swabhavikya cha, according to our own nature. Samskaras, vasanas, karana vrutyaha, the functionings of all our faculties. Viruddaha, both are opposite each other. Apatyani iva, like the children. Tadudbhavtvatu, because they are born in us. So in me only the Shastriya Karanavrittis, in me only the Swabhavika Karanavrittis are continuously born. Therefore, I am the Prajapati in whom these two are happening. So therefore, ते उभये प्राजापत्याः, बाहर की एग्जाम्पल में वो देवा असुरास आर संतान ऑफ वन प्रजापति ओनली. Subjectively, they are my children. Both the Daivi pravrittis of Shastriya and Swabhaviki pravritti of the Asuriya. By saying this, the father is supposed to control both the children, guide them. So do I am supposed to understand both the children, the devas and asuras, and again promote the devas only, and the asuras unko subdue karo. So te ubhaye prajapatyaha. Up to this we have seen. Okay. Mm. What the devatas have done now to defeat the asuras? Next mantra is Tadha devaha udgitam ajahuruhu. So devatas started doing the udgita upasana. Why they were doing it? Anena enan abhibhavishyama iti. With this udgita upasana gained shakti, we will defeat or overpower the asuras. ना इसका फिर एग्जॉस्टिव एक्सप्लेनेशन कल देखते हैं. इतना तो समझ लो कि थ्रू प्रॉपर उपासना डन इन अस द दैवीय शक्तिस कैन ग्रो विच कैन डिफीट द आसुरी. इतना तो बनता है ना, बात सिंपल वाला समझना. एंड यू कैन सी इन दिस वर्ल्ड those who are doing, they are better noble than the ones who are not doing upasana. And in most of the cases who are well behaved in this world, most of the cases, if not all, you can see they are the upasakas. You understand? Either they are doing upasana of their parents and getting guidance, or a guru hai unke zindagi mein, या they are studying the shastras and following, और कोई राम कृष्ण कोई ना कोई उपासना कर रहे हैं, and those devatas enter in this fellow makes him behave well, better. You know, like in a class of 40 students, to the teacher a little matured, he knows. Seeing the behavior of these 40 children, इनमें से कौन उपासक है कौन एराटिक है क्लियरली पता चल, because of his behavior. Right from the entry into the class till exit, this fellow is so disciplined in every aspect, shows he's an upasak. So the upasana phala is always positive, that he will overpower all his inner negativities and behave with positive guna. And the other fellow so erratic, you can see that he is not upasakaha, in him all the asura lakshanas. We are trying to say that when we do upasana, we become better personality. The daivi gunas in us grow. The asura gunas get reduced too. That's why the people with asura guna, within them the asura gunas know that they will be defeated if this fellow is allowed to do upasana. Therefore, from inside the asura gunas so powerfully see to it that this fellow never goes to those shastra study where the daivi guna become powerful. And a simple example is what? Most of the people, why don't they attend satsang? Because if the satsang is attended, they will be listening to that knowledge which is contradictory against what they are doing. You understand? Therefore, the asura in them doesn't want him to go to that place where the Daivi Guna become powerful. है ना? Like somebody is a drunkard. Tell him to go to satsang. He says, no. Why? The Asura in him tells him, "Ki if you go to satsang, the Mahatma Ji may tell you daru mat pina. So then to oblige him, I may have to give it up. But I am attached to this, I cannot be without it. Therefore, instead of giving Mahatma a chance to force me to give up daru, let me give up Mahatma only. Therefore, he never goes to satsang. So many things. I sleep up to 8 o'clock. If I go to Mahatma, he may tell, hey, सुबह 6 बजे उठ के ध्यान करो. So why give him a chance? Therefore, Asura in him says, don't go to him at all. Isn't it? Everywhere, go to temple. No, if a temple, then I have to believe God. If I believe the God, then I have to become good person and do all good things. But the Asura in him doesn't want it. Therefore, na rahega baas, na bajega baas, don't go to the temple only. That's how we avoid the temples, we avoid the satsangas and Mahatma meeting, we avoid studying Shastra. We means what? The Asura in us. And they continue like that. And by one or the other reason, if somebody doing any of these three or two of them or three of these three things, है ना, सत्संग भी सुन रहे, शास्त्र भी पढ़ रहे और मंदिर आदि विचार, तो slowly in him we can see, maybe slowly, but definitely the Daivi gunas grow. And there will be strong struggle in him in the initial days between Daivi and Asura. If he continues it, the Daivi guna in him becomes stronger, then the Asura gets reduced in him. See that. Very, very important topic it is. So the further thing we'll just see tomorrow. Om 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 Purnamadaha Shrutimatre Namaha Tatsad Brahmarpanamastu. देवासुर संग्राम हो रहा है भैया. Don't give up, don't lose the heart, be confident, strong, do all those things by which you get strengthened and make the devatas a winner, not the asuras. भैया कितने किए थे? I believe 4. Fifth sukta, here the first and third mantra is addressed to Agni Devata, second is Indra Devata, the Rishi is Atharvana. So, O Agni Deva, see, I am inviting you through all these ajyam, oblations, ghee, etc. Take this Yajamanan to the Utkrushta Sthiti. Give him tejas like you have the tejas. May he be happy with his putra pautra. Remember, when such yajnas are studied by you and I, most of them are said for the samsarin sakama. We being sadhakas, same thing we do for nishkama. So here the putra pautra adivriddhi means the subsequent generation of adhyatmika sadhakas. Give the tejas means the buddhi tejas, the jnana tejas, the indriya tejas for doing sadhana. That way, we have to understand it for us as sadhaka in our own required way. Second, O Indra Deva, please see to it that this person develops in all aspects. May he become more powerful than others who are equivalent to him by your grace. So that he, without depending on anybody, should do the things for his own growth and as contribution. So to all the dhana required may be obtained by him by your grace. And then make him live long life, healthy life without needing any medication or medical consultancy, etc. Okay, the third one. That Yajamana, staying in whose house we are doing this Charu and Purodasha ityadi, the things which are offered as an oblations. O Agni Deva, make that Yajamana samruddha in all aspects. Even the Soma Adi Devatas also become anukula to him, not pratikula. So to this Brahmanaspati also speak the things anukula to him. Here Brahmanaspati means the one who is making this Yajamana do Yajna Upasana. Brahmanaspati means the direct, the Veda Mata, Shruti Mata only. Veda Adhishtana Deva. So let the Veda Shastras be around him always, revealing to him the right way of living. So three mantras. I believe very powerful one this is. Om Atha Atharvana Vedanthargata Agni Indra Suktam Medha Varchaha Sarva Samruddhi Praptyartham Om Udenamuttaram Naya Om Udenamuttaram Naya Agne Grutena Huta Agne Grutena Huta Samenam Varchasa Sruja Samenam Varchasa Sruja Prajaya Cha Bahung Krudhi Prajaya Cha Bahung Krudhi Om Udenamuttaram Naya Agne Grutena Huta Samenam Varchasa Sruja प्रजया च बहुङ्कृधे ॐ उदेनमुत्तरन्नय अग्ने घृतेन हुत समेनं वर्चसा सृज प्रजया च बहुङ्कृधे सेकंड मंत्र इन्द्रेमं प्रतरं कृधे इन्द्रेमं प्रतरं कृधे स जाता नाम सद्वशे स जाता नाम सद्वशे रायस्पोषेण संसृज रायस्पोषेण संसृज जीवातवे जरसेनय जीवातवे जरसेनय इन्द्रेमं प्रतरं कृधे स जाता नाम सद्वशे रायस्पोषेण संसृज जीवातवे जरसेनय इन्द्रेमं प्रतरं कृधि स जाता नाम सद्वशे रायस्पोषेण संसृज जीवातवे जरसेनय थर्ड मंत्र यस्य कृण्मो हविर्गृहे यस्य कृण्मो हविर्गृहे तमग्ने वर्धयात्वं तमग्ने वर्धयात्वं तस्मै सोमो अधिब्रवत् तस्मै सोमो अधिब्रवत् अयं च ब्रह्मणस्पतिः अयं च ब्रह्मणस्पतिः यस्य कृण्मो हविर्गृहे तमग्ने वर्धयात्वं तस्मै सोमो अधिब्रवत् अयं च ब्रह्मणस्पतिः यस्य कृण्मो हविर्गृहे तमग्ने वर्धयात्वं तस्मै सोमो अधिब्रवत् अयं च ब्रह्मणस्पतिः Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. See, Lord is kind on us, seeing our struggle. He made us skip the fourth and fifth kandam, took us to the sixth one, in which, in most of the suktas, only three mantras are there. ये है भगवान का कृपया भी हमारे जान बचा रहे ओम उदेनमुत्तरं नय अग्ने घृतेन हुद समेनं वर्चसा सृज प्रजया च बहुं कृधे इन्द्रेमं प्रतरं कृधे स जाता नाम सद्वशे रायस्पोषेण संसृज जीवातवे जरसेनय यस्य कृण्मो हविर्गृहे तमग्ने वर्धया त्वं तस्मै सोमो अधिब्रवत् अयं च ब्रह्मणस्पतिः ओम शांति 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 सेकंड टाइम ओम उदेनमुत्तरन्नय अग्ने घृतेन हुत समेनं वर्चसा सृज प्रजया च बहुं कृधि इन्द्र इमं प्रतरं कृधि स जाता नाम सद्वशे रायस्पोषेण संसृज जीवातवे जरसेनय यस्य कृण्मो हविर्गृहे तमग्ने वर्धया त्वं तस्मै सोमो अधिब्रवत् अयं च ब्रह्मणस्पतिः ओम शांति 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 थर्ड लास्ट टाइम ओम उदेनमुत्तरन्नय अग्ने घृतेन हुत समेनं वर्चसा सृज प्रजया च बहुं कृधि इन्द्रेमं प्रतरं कृधे स जाता नाम सद्वशे रायस्पोषेण संसृज जीवातवे जरसेनय यस्य कृण्मो हविर्गृहे तमग्ने वर्धया त्वं तस्मै सोमो अधिब्रवद् अयं च ब्रह्मणस्पतिः ओम शांतिः 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 ठीक है फ्रेंड्स this is enough Vedic mantra today in our Dhyana Purvaka mantra. Yesterday we saw Lopamudra Maharshika, whom we will see today. The second one, it is Apala Atreyi is the name of the second Maharshika. Okay, she has got mantras revealed to her in that Rigveda. We can see in the 8th Mandalam, 91 Brahmana, 7 mantras. So Atreyi Apala is her name. Apala is name, Atreyi is the Gotra. Indra is the Devata for whom she got the mantras revealed. Okay, all the family backgrounds of these rishis are not valued at all. To record them, not required. बस उनके द्वारा जो ज्ञान मिल रहा है ले लो बस. Okay, this Atreyi Apala, the mantra revealed to her, beautiful ones. One is given as sample. Khe ratasya khe nasaha khe yugasya shatakrado apalam indra triputvyaha akaroho suryatvacham. Means what? Oh Indra Bhagwan, please remove all impurities from me. Make me Shuddha and make me as Prakashamana as Surya. In that way, this Apala Atreyi, in her meditative mood, was revealed these mantras. Later on, she took the help of them. Through such mantras, she got Vaki, the blessings from Surya Indradi. Thus, she became purified, realized, and even guided others. So, this is how, in short, the story about the Apala. Okay. For the Sharira and Taktarana Shuddhi, the Apala Atreyis, all these Suktams are useful. Okay. That much is enough. We'll chant the Gayatri Mantra. Om. She has done Indra Suktam. Hmm, hmm, 1 minute. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Okay. Hmm, hmm. So Veda कर्त्र्यै च विद्महे इंद्र अनुगृहीतायै च धीमहि. ओके, तन्नो अपाला आत्रेयी प्रचोदयात्. दिस मंत्र विल चैंट. ओम अपाल परब्रह्म परमात्मा स्वरूपिणी अपाला आत्रेयी महर्षिका ये नमो नमः. ध्यायामि आवाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि छत्रचामरादीन समर्पयामि. समस्त शक्त्योपचार भक्त्योपचारादीन समर्पयामि. स्तोत्रेण जपादिना मंत्रेण कीर्तनादिना तोषयामि. नमस्करोमि तव चरणौ शरणागतोऽस्मि. ओम अपाला आत्रेयी महर्षिकाय नमो नमः. प्रार्थयामि मम बाह्याभ्यन्तर समस्त शत्रुरोग निर्मूलनं कृत्वा परमात्मानुभवेन मुक्तिम् अस्मिन् क्षणे एव प्रयच्छ इति प्रार्थयामि. मम प्रचोदनं कुरु. तथा च भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्यापि संरक्षणाभिवृद्धिं विश्वव्याप्तिं कुरु इति प्रार्थयामि. ॐ वेददात्रे च विद्महे इन्द्र अनुगृहीतायै च धीमहि तन्नो अपालामयि आत्रेयी महर्षिका प्रचोदयात्. ॐ वेददात्रे च विद्महे इंद्र अनुग्रहीतायै च धीमहि तन्नो अपाला आत्रेयी महर्षिका प्रचोदयात्. ॐ वेददात्र्यै च विद्महे दात्री दात्रे हाँ. ॐ वेददात्रे च विद्महे दात्र्यै च विद्महे इंद्र अनुगृहीतायै च धीमहि तन्नो अपाला आत्रेयी महर्षिका प्रचोदयात्. ॐ वेददात्र्यै च विद्महे इंद्र अनुगृहीतायै च धीमहि तन्नो अपाला आत्रेयी महर्षिका प्रचोदयात्. ॐ वेददात्रे च विद्महे इंद्रानुगृहीतायै च धीमहि तन्नो अपाला आत्रेयी महर्षिका प्रचोदयात्. ॐ वेददात्रे च विद्महे इन्द्रानुगृहीतायै च धीमहि तन्नो अपाला आत्रेयी महर्षिका प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वेददात्रे च विद्महे इन्द्रानुगृहीतायै च धीमहि तन्नो अपाला आत्रेयी महर्षिका प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वेददात्रे च विद्महे इन्द्रानुगृहीतायै च धीमहि तन्नो अपाला आत्रेयी महर्षिका प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वेददात्रे च विद्महे इन्द्रानुगृहीतायै च धीमहि तन्नो अपाला आत्रेयी महर्षिका प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वेददात्रे च विद्महे इन्द्रानुगृहीतायै च धीमहि तन्नो अपाला आत्रेयी महर्षिका प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वेददात्रे च विद्महे इन्द्रानुगृहीतायै च धीमहि तन्नो अपाला आत्रेयी महर्षिका प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वेददात्रे च विद्महे इन्द्रानुगृहीतायै च धीमहि तन्नो अपाला आत्रेयी महर्षिका प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वेददात्रे च विद्महे इन्द्रानुगृहीतायै च धीमहि तन्नो अपाला आत्रेयी महर्षिका प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वेददात्रे च विद्महे इन्द्रानुगृहीतायै च धीमहि तन्नो अपाला आत्रेयी महर्षिका प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वेददात्रे च विद्महे इन्द्रानुगृहीतायै च धीमहि तन्नो अपाला आत्रेयी महर्षिका प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वेददात्रे च विद्महे इन्द्रानुगृहीतायै च धीमहि तन्नो अपाला आत्रेयी महर्षिका प्रचोदयात्। ॐ अपाला आत्रेयी महर्षिकायै नमो नमः। नमस्करोमि तव चरणौ शरणागतोऽस्मि मां रक्ष रक्ष इति प्रार्थयामि। मम परमात्मानुभवं प्रति प्रचोदनेन आत्मानुभवेन मुक्तिं प्रदेहि इति प्रार्थयामि। सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकैन्दवसंस्कृतेः भारतवर्षस्यापि संरक्षणं कुरु इति प्रार्थयामि। ॐ अपाला आत्रेयी महर्षिकायै नमः। ॐ अपाला आत्रेयी महर्षिकायै नमो नमः। ॐ अपाला आत्रेयी महर्षिकायै नमो नमः। ॐ अपाला आत्रेयी महर्षिकाय 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 नमो नमः. So while doing this mantra, such rishis, rishikas, maharshikas enter into the millions and millions of jivas, sadhakas, empower them with entire adhyatmikata and protect the adhyatmika of the universe. That prarthana we can do. Okay, friends? And the last one, the simple common sense thought, nothing new. What we have studied in our Upanishad, that alone is. Please do it as homework. Key, as we in the evening class also discussed yesterday, whether we are suffering physical diseases, whether we are suffering financial crisis, whether they are suffering the humiliations, insults, or defeats in the world, etc. Naturally, they are all the outcome of our all adharma and papa karma, the asura karma in us. If you want to suffer in physical diseases more than what we are suffering now, humiliations, losses, more than what we are now in the future, please continue and improve upon and add doing more and more papa. Choice is ours. No, 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 no. Next life, 100 years healthy without any bodily problems. All people around me loving me, respect. Any undertaking I take, it should be successful. This is the case. Obviously, live life like Devata, not Asura. Let there be only Dharma and Punya happen. Now see, when you don't believe the Karma Siddhanta, how we go astray and destroy ourselves. And when we fully, truly understand, digest, and live this Karma Siddhanta with full faith, that Papa ka phala dukkha, Punya ka phala sukha, I don't want dukkha, I'll not do Papa, I want sukha, I'll do Punya. Are we not saved? So therefore, the Papa of giving dukkha to others, kaya, vacha, manasa, to whoever are the living beings, We are stopping at this very moment. है ना? 13th August 2026, 13082026, आज से हमारे जीवन में पाप का राशन बंद, पाप का दुकान बंद कर दो. Then the new shop opened, the पुण्य वाला दुकान, सधर्म का दुकान, है ना? Yes, I have to realize हम ब्रह्मास्मि. But when will it happen? We don't know how many lives. In every life, this sadhana should be happening conveniently, easily, and upadhis also should be intact. The world also should be cooperative. And that happens when I live धार्मिक पुण्य वाला जीवन. तो हर दिन काउंट कर करके पुण्य कर्म, सत्कर्म, स्वधर्म कर्म करते जाए. So we will be better in our next life. Otherwise, we have gone through our own physical diseases and pains. नरक only. क्या आपको हॉस्पिटल में 4 दिन एडमिट होकर आईसीयू में इंजेक्शन दिलवानी है? ऐसे नाक में कान में पट्टी बंधवानी है क्या? See the people how suffering they are. People are suffering that beggary, suffering all diseases, humiliations, no shelter to live at all. ये सब पाप कर्म का फल है. That doesn't mean you go and tell them like that. उनको तो हमें सेवा करके उनको बचाना है. That is totally different subject. But here we have to save ourselves by not doing all the negative things. Okay. First is that. Second is, as again we shared the same thought in the evening. Even though I am spiritual, while doing spiritual sadhana for my evolution, inadvertently, unknowingly, I may harm even others. Therefore, even for spiritual evolution, think for the spiritual evolution of all. है ना? When we think for everybody, no, our mistakes will be reduced. क्योंकि सबके लिए सोच रहे. When the mistakes or papa are reduced, we are punished less. When I think only for my selfishness, there are umpteen chances of doing wrong to others. Rectifying it will be a big problem. How to avoid doing wrong to others? Always think in the welfare of others. Live life like that, whether it's spiritual or the worldly. So, samashti ke liye जीना सीखो. Replace the word I by the word we. W-E-V. Live for we, then I problems will be taken care. I won't be a problem. These are the two thoughts for the day. Thank you. Om 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 Purnamadaha Shruti Matri Nama Tatsat Brahma. That's enough. Gita, 5 minutes.